Feel like I've really been overhyping this because I don't have that much to say because I feel like my positions on this should be pretty straightforward. Okay, listen. You got two people. Okay? You've got Emmanuel Macron, who's like some kind of neolib guy. I don't know. He's probably cringe. I try not to pay attention to the tribulations of the French. He looks like he could have played a Bond. You know what I mean? Like in the 70s? Of course, Nameless Wing. French politician, political beliefs. Professional career, inspector of finances, investment banker. Well, I guess that tells us where he's coming from. Oh yeah, apparently Macron, in a desperate bid to win Zoomer votes, was holding a rally in a Minecraft server. Apparently that's actually not a joke. This is a real thing that actually happened. And I respect it. I respect that. We literally just need like Fortnite Travis Scott concert shit. The MLK civil rights speech, you know, but we need that for like political campaigns. Like in 2024, Donald Trump is fundraising so he can afford the $200 million necessary to buy out a 4-day Fortnite special event where he goes up there in like the big stage, talks about how he's going to win bigly. All right, anyway, political positions. Largely seen as a centrist, social liberal, social democrat. I got a cough. Cough drop. Macron likes MILFs. He married one of his former teachers. Really? Damn, he's got the Xander Hall vote. Okay. So a Democrat. During his time in the French Socialist Party. God, remember the rant that I did about socialist parties in Europe and how they all used to be real revolutionary socialists? And then they all got turned into like slightly left of center liberal parties? Yeah. His political stance been associated with Bill Clinton, Tony Blair. Fuck Tony Blair. Fuck Bill Clinton too, but especially fuck Tony Blair. Ultra liberal present for the rich, accused by the yellow vests. Okay, I hate him. Congratulations. Now what about Oui Le Pen? Better? Worse? Probably worse. Let's go in the Wikipedia article. All right, let's see. Yeah, political positions. Multiculturalism has failed, argues for de-Islamification of French society, called for a moratorium on legal immigration, would repeal laws allowing illegal immigrants to become legal residents, argued that benefits provided to immigrants should be reduced to remove incentives for new immigrants, called for France to withdraw from the Schengen area, the Shungite area, and reinstate border control, protectionist, economic nationalism, opposed to the privatization of public services and social security. Dude, I love it when neoliberals get their asses beat by fascists, because even the fascists are smart enough to point out that we shouldn't privatize public services. I love that they're so fucking stupid. Like, she's probably lying, don't get me wrong, but like, that Macron can't even like point at it a little bit, you know? Like, yeah, God, okay. Speculation, opposed to the common agricultural policy. Le Pen is opposed to globalization, really. She blames for various negative economic trends, opposes EU supranationalism and federalism, wants a Europe of the nations, live France, the Eurozone. Jesus. Now I have a hangnail? I'm falling apart over here. Oh my god. The privatization of social services is unpopular in Europe and these people are populist. Guys, I've said this a million times before, okay? Liberals are going to be the death of us because they are the wet paper tissue that is fascism's giant hammer, okay? They are not the anvil. They are not capable of defending societies against fascism because they time and time again in their capitulation to alienating corporate privatization, when waves of populism surge, they just keep like stupidly running into the same walls over and over again. Let's see. Opposed EU membership for Turkey and Ukraine. Right, I hang now. Le Pen has pledged to take France out of NATO and the U.S. sphere of influence. Wants to replace the WTO and the abolition of the IMF. Oh, shit. Hold up. Hold up. I don't know, boys. Maybe fascism is good, actually. On foreign policy, Le Pen supports the establishment of a privileged partnership with Russia. Interesting. It's almost like all far-right governments get along with Russia. And believes that Ukraine has been subjugated by the U.S., strongly critical of NATO policy in the region, Eastern European anti-Russian sentiment, and threats of economic sanctions. But she did criticize Russia's invasion of Ukraine. That's nice. Regarding feminism, Le Pen often says she identifies as a feminist in the context of defending women's rights and improving women's lives, although she is critical of what she calls neo-feminism, which she characterizes as women going to war against men. Well, I do hate unironic misandry disguising itself as feminism. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I feel like it's a toss-up on this one. You know, let's go. No matter who wins, we win in America. I mean, good luck. Nah, seriously though. The first vote is on the 10th. Oh, look up who her father was. Okay. Politician who served as president of the National Rally, previously the National Front. I've heard of this one. Zero tolerance policy towards law and order. What the fuck does that mean? Jean-Marie Le Pen, in 2002, campaigned on a law and order platform of zero tolerance, harsher sentencing, increased prison capacity, and a referendum on reintroducing the death penalty. Okay. Jesus. All right. As a DGGer might say, that's a spicy tweet. Running a far-right political party for several years, calling for the reintroduction of the death penalty. All right. The first vote on the 10th sets 12 candidates against each other. These candidates qualified if the race by securing endorsements. If no candidate wins 50% of the votes the first round, the two contenders with the most votes will proceed to a runoff 2 weeks later. Of the 12 candidates in the race, IFOP polling suggests that only 5 have ever garnered more than 10% of voters' support. A second round of voting is almost guaranteed. It's pretty much guaranteed, yeah. The incumbent, Emmanuel Macron. Look up her father. I did just look up her father. Didn't I just look up her father? Racial issues. Traditional culture and values. He's been convicted for statements downplaying the Holocaust. These are who liberals have tough elections against, okay? He's been convicted of racism or inciting racial hatred at least 6 times. On the 13th of September, 87, he said, I have to do it in a French accent. I ask myself several questions. I am not saying the gas chambers did not exist. I haven't seen them myself. I haven't particularly studied the question, but I believe it's just a detail in the history of World War II. For Le Pen, the French deportation of 76,000 Jews from France to Nazi concentration camps where they were killed is a trivial matter. He also denies 6 million Jews were killed, saying, I don't think there were that many deaths. There weren't 6 million. They weren't mass murders, as it's been said. Condemned under the Gaissot Act to pay 1.2 million francs. Least racist French person. This guy should be your leader. Because he's less racist than the rest of you. I know how you are. Damn, he can't help himself. If you take a 1,000-page book in World War II, the concentration camps take up only 2 pages and the gas chambers 10 to 15 lines. That is what one calls a detail. Jesus Christ. Le Pen retorted ironically, I understand now it's the Second World War, which is a detail to the history of the gas chambers. Damn, he's salty. He is a gamer. An ex-investment banker and alumnus of some of France's most elite schools, Macron stirred up nationwide anger with a diesel tax early in his presidency, setting off the Yellow Vest movement, one of the most prolonged protests the country has seen for decades. Internationally, his attempts to win over Donald Trump, seriously? Prevent the Arcos submarine deal, and his unsuccessful diplomatic efforts to avert war in Ukraine were arguably failures. Yeah, I saw these were pretty embarrassing. Macron's full-throated backing of an ambitious and autonomous EU has won him respect abroad and established his geopolitical credentials at home. COVID-19, lockdowns, mask mandates, people got mad. Macron has refused to debate his opponents and has hardly campaigned himself. While his pole position in the race has never really been under threat, experts believe his strategy has been to avoid the political mudslinging as long as possible in order to brandish his image as the most presidential of all the candidates. I hate liberals. I hate liberals. I hate liberals. I hate liberals. I hate liberals so much. I hate them so much. I fucking hate liberals so much. Oh my fucking god, they're gonna get us all killed. Oh my god, rising far-right sentiment in Europe and his responses to not campaign, not do anything, not say anything, to double down on privatization, and then ineptly try to appeal to right-wing groups anyway. Oh, I hate liberals, 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 I hate liberals so much. I hate liberals. Look at Zemmour, this is insane. We're just looking at the top candidates, okay? I'm sure there are lots of wacky people in the race, okay? Holy shit. Is this the fucking boss from Smiling Friends? Oh my god. I hope that's not like racist to say or whatever. I didn't even know what ethnicity this guy is. Holy shit. His ethnicity is the boss from Smiling Friends. It's like 18% of the vote. Jesus. His ethnicity is French. I think I agree with Benjamin Franklin on the swarthy Europeans coming to pollute our British bloodline back in the 1800s. The French. His ethnicity is creepy vibes. Vaush, he is Jewish, Algerian Nazi. He's a Jewish Nazi? I'm leaving my hands off of this one. I was just making jokes about the French. He identifies as a Gaullist and a Bonapartist? As in Napoleon and de Gaulle? De Gaulle was cool? Yeah, but... Okay. Wow, it's a Twitter user in real life. No, I don't literally mean it was cool. Please, God, don't with the European history. I don't care, okay? Listen, I'm only concerned with Soy Wojaks and Chad Wojaks, okay? I don't... Stop. I know. It's European history. Literally everyone everywhere has done a genocide against somebody else. All of you are racist. I'm fully aware, okay? Just... Okay. Just... I know how you all are. Is the formatting of the page not going to let me see what's on top? Macron says he wants to piss off the unvaccinated as tensions rise in new French vaccine pass. This was funny. This is based. French electoral logic. Really hated Marine Le Pen, synonymous with the far right. Here's her with Putin. In the campaign's final week, she's put the cost of living front and center of her platform, promising measures that she claims will put 150 to 200 euros back in the pockets of each household, including a pledge to lift sales tax on 100 household goods. That's an interesting policy proposal. I would have to look into some data on it, but that could actually be a pretty effective and progressive tax reduction, basically. Suggests she might win 47% of votes in a second round runoff? Jesus. There's Zemmour, yeah. Then she deports all the people. If there's anything that I want you guys to learn from this, it's that Le Pen is a fascist with a history of fascism, and she is able to win a lot of favor just by not being a neoliberal. Basic common sense, even if she's lying, she probably is, but just by saying it, just by not being a fucking neoliberal, you can build a huge amount of support. That's how every fascist group does it. You know why liberals don't do it? Because they're fucking allergic to even pretending, you know. It's pathetic. It's like the liberals would literally rather let Nazis win than like implement basic social democrat reforms. If Le Pen wins, the EU will die. If Le Pen wins, Macron deserves the loss. Great replacement theory. Islam is a danger. Yeah, okay. Jesus. All right. We'll keep up with the elections more dedicatedly. I guess I now see where the pieces are set. France is the most important EU state, though, so her winning would be a disaster for European cooperation. Listen, it's socialism or barbarism, okay? I've been saying this for years. I'm going to keep saying this, and I think, yeah, Germany probably is. It's socialism or barbarism, okay? If liberal governments in Europe are incapable of even affecting the pretense of social democrat reform, and they're getting outflanked from the right, at least in rhetoric. I don't actually think outflanking from the right happens. But in terms of rhetoric and political, like, viability, it's pathetic. It's just pathetic. It's just pathetic.